Race fans, this is Owen McCall coming to you live from the new Smyrna Speedway, and we are here for the opening night of the 2018 season. Our first heat race is currently in the pace laps, and that is the Mod Mini Division. Right now we have 8 cars on this field, and here they are as they're lined up on the track. In the number 31, that is David Russell. In the 6, it's Mark Brote. The 35 is Bobby Dooley. In the 115, that is Tyler Simpson. Brad Blanton in the 17. Blanton is the defending track champion in this division. Then you have William Payne in the 4, Jeff Newton in the 21, and I can't see who's in that 77 car. I don't have the name written down, but 8 laps for this heat race. This will set the starting lineup for the feature event. The caution lights are out. The next time by, it will be the green flag. 8 laps in this feature, and this will set the starting lineup for the Mod Mini feature. Pace truck pulling into the pits. 8 cars tightly bunched up, waiting for the green. Green flag comes out and we are racing. David Russell gets out to a quick start. Mark Brote has a problem on the start. Everyone is scrambling to get around Mark Brote's number 6. He had a problem on the start. Bobby Dooley's going to launch it. Oh, we have a problem over in 2. Jeff Newton connected with the 6 of Mark Brote. We have not completed a lap and the caution is coming out. It looks like the 35 of Bobby Dooley also got a lick out of that too. He's slow in 3. But he's got plenty of time to fix that 35 car up for the feature event. Looks like there was an incident on the start. The 6 of Mark Brote looks like he did not get up to speed, and everybody was scrambling to get around him. And it looks like everybody just kind of accordion affected in behind him and checked up over in 1 and 2. And the 21 of Newton just got tangled with that 6. So now we have 5 cars left to duke it out in this heat race. Right now the top 3 is Russell, Simpson, and Blanton. So right now, the safety crews are currently working to unhook the 21 and the 6 of Brote and Newton.
like us on all our social media platforms so you can keep up to date on everything happening at New Smyrna Speedway. That's the easiest news outlet for us to use here at the racetrack. We have a website as well, smyrnaspeedway.org.
So track crews have the 2 cars unhooked. They are towing away the 21 of Jeff Newton and the 6 of Mark Brote, still up there at the top of turn 2. Trying to get him towed away up there. Looks like Brote's able to drive that car away. So safety crew's working to get that cleaned up. The Bobby Dooley crew was working down at the pits to repair that 35 car in time for the feature event. And it looks like Mark Brote's going to do the same, try and figure out what went wrong. From my perspective, I can't tell if he missed a shift or if the engine just didn't accelerate properly. But that car did not get off on the start, and everybody just kind of accordion affected in behind him.
Mark Brote's car made it back to his pit. That car did not take off. There's something not right on that car to begin with, and now with that crash game, something to get all that sorted out. They're racing on. During practice, a couple other cars had trouble. Greg Reynolds, number 2, late model. Turn 3 and 4 made contact with the wall and flipped that car.
The 21 of Jeff Newton has been towed away. We should be going back to racing here in a few caution laps. There's the 21 of Newton being brought behind the wall. And it looks like Mark Brote is going to be bringing his car back out in that 6. Now, the first lap of the race did not count since it was not completed. So we're going to restart from the beginning. So Brote's going to rejoin the field. Bobby Dooley's going to rejoin the field in the 35. They're pushing that car to get it to start on the pits, that 35. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. Bobby Dooley placed second in the point standings to Brad Blanton last year, and they're pushing that 35 car down the pit lane to get it started. Oh, man. They're going to start pushing it. Let's see if they can get that 35 car started. Now, the man in the headset with the black shirt and the black shorts, that's Ted Vulpius, the former Mod Mini driver. He came out and ran the last couple races of the season last year. They were going to restart this race, but now the caution flag is coming back out because Mark Brote is rejoining the field. So the caution flag is coming back out to get everybody lined up, but they just could not get that 35 car to fire for Bobby Dooley, and he's going to get a push from the tow truck. Now that Mark Brote has rejoined the field, the 1 to go signals back out, and Bobby Dooley's getting a push from the tow truck to get started, and he's going to come back out and rejoin the field at the tail end in that 35. So we have 7 of the 8 starters back out in this race. So as they're lined up now, it's going to be David Russell leading them back to the green with Tyler Simpson to his outside. Then it's going to be Brad Blanton and William Payne. It's going to be the driver of the 77 car. And then it's going to be the 6 of Mark Brote, followed by the 35 of Bobby Dooley. Green flag is out. Take 2 and action. Mod Mini heat race. David Russell once again gets a great start. Tyler Simpson sitting down there in second. Brad Blanton pulls up into the 3rd spot. So right now, a great start for that 31 car. Now, how these heat races work is that these heat races do count for points. If you win the heat race, you get 5 points, and it goes back to this spot who gets 1 point. 6th on back gets nothing. These heat races can and do have championship implications, as Bobby Dooley is trying to make a charge to the front here in that 35 car, as he goes to the inside of William Payne in the 4 in the battle for the 4th spot. and he gets fourth away from William Payne. But up front, it's still David Russell in 31. But what I was saying about these point implications, these heat race victories are how Earl Beckner was able to edge out Patrick Thomas for the Sportsman Championship last season. As Mark Brote falls back to trying to not be last. Tyler Simpson in that 115 trying to close in on David Russell as they go down the backstretch. Here we are coming through 3 and 4. Tyler Simpson tries to get a run on the inside. Coming to the line, we're halfway there. We're halfway done with the first heat race of 2018. Simpson looks like he can get a really good run in the corner in that 115, but he just can't close it on the straightaway. Russell's able to really pull away. Here comes Simpson trying to get on the low line as they come off a 2. Nothing there. Can't seem to gain the momentum that he needs to catch Russell. 2 laps to go at the line. Simpson trying to close the gap. They come through 3 and 4. Simpson once again tries the bottom line as Russell shifts up high. White flag is out. Final lap. Tyler Simpson's spotter is up here on the booth next to me, and he does not appear to be very happy. He's waving his arms in exasperation. Here is Simpson, tries to the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Checker flag is out. David Russell wins the Mod Mini feature race at the New Smyrna Speedway, the first one of 2018. All right, now we are getting ready for the second heat race of the night. It is the first of 2 heat races for the Super Stocks. Right now, there's 6 cars on the track. On the pole position, it is Mike Amato in the 2X, who's choosing the outside lane, and John Hodge in the 17. They're going to be followed up by the 63 of Dale Howard, the 3 of Jeff Colburn, the 16X of Ken Petit, and the 45 of Travis Sukup. Now, the 37 car of Art Hendren is listed as being in this heat race, but that car is not on the track right now. So right now, they're doubled up, ready to go racing. The 1-to-go signal has come out. Everyone's got to double up. Lights on the pace truck have gone out. The caution lights have gone out around the track, and we are ready to go racing. 6 cars, 8 laps, and this will decide the first group of cars and how they're going to start in the Super Stock feature event tonight. All right, Daytona Dodge Pace truck is pulling off of the track. The cars are coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at New Smyrna. Down into turn 1 they go. That is Mike Amato getting a great run in the lead of the 2X. John Hodge is going to fall right in the line in second, and Ken Petit in the 16X almost lost it, but he was able to save that 16X. Great driving by that 16X car to save it. Almost lost it. So Mike Amato right now out front. Followed by Hodge, Howard, Colburn, Sukup, and Pettit. are halfway through with his first Super Stock heat race. Right now, the cars that are going to be participating in the second Super Stock heat are currently lining up on the pit lane right now. Mike Amato right now is setting the pace in that 2X. As they come to the line, it's going to be 2 laps to go. Does anybody have an answer for Amato? White flag is out. Final lap for Mike Amato. John Hodge in that orange number 17, trying to close the gap as they come through 1 and 2 for the last time. Down the back straightaway they go. Into turn number 3. Mike, this is the last chance for anyone to try and get by that 2X. Nobody has an answer for Mike Amato as he comes to the line and wins the first of 2 Super Stock heat races. Now we have the second Super Stock feature set to go for you tonight. On the pole position in the 56, it is Bobby Holly, and to his outside in the 16, it is David Gould. That is being followed by Don Duvall Jr. in the 30, Mike Dahm in the 21, Kate Klauser in the 9, and John Bennett in the 721. Just like the first heat race, we have a car that's not going to make it out on the track tonight, and in this case, it's the 99 of Paul Kochi. But here we are coming out of turn number 4. The green flag is out, and the second Super Stock heat race is underway. Into turn 1 they go. David Gould on the outside, sticking high on the outside, Bobby Holly on the inside. We have a great side-by-side battle for the lead as we come up of 2. Down the back straightaway. Neither driver is going to give an inch, but Gould looks like he's sticking out to the lead. But Holly's going to stick tight on the inside. Bobby Holly's going to come out on top at lap number 1, but David Gould is still sticking close. David Gould is going to tuck right back into line in that second spot as Mike Dahm pulls into the pits without completing a lap. Now, the one class that is not running their heat races tonight is the Sportsman Division. The reason why the Sportsman Division are not running heat races tonight is because they have a double feature scheduled for opening night tonight. So because of that, they do not have a heat race, and David Gould is right into the rear bumper of Bobby Holly. Holly still keeps it going straight. Gould was right on Holly's rear bumper, but Holly was able to keep it straight. David Gould trying to figure out how he can get around Bobby Holly for that lead. That's 5 points right there that count towards the championship as we're coming to the midway. Don Duvall Jr. in that 30 car, waiting for an opportunity to pounce in that 30 car in case anything happens up ahead of him as they go back through 3 and 4. Right now, the late models are lining up on the pits, the pro lates, preparing for their heat race. Down the front straightaway they come to the line. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. Now it's 2 laps to go as Bobby Holly still showing the way around New Smyrna Speedway. David Gould trying to explore his options right now to find his way around that 56. White flag is going to be displayed. White flag is out this time by David Gould trying to figure out his way to get around Bobby Holly's number 56. David Gould trying everything he can. Here they come to a slow car. That's the 721 of Bennett going through 3 and 4. They're going to get by him without a problem. And coming to the checkered flag, it is Bobby Holly winning the second Super Stock Heat race. Now the super late models have taken the track for their heat race. It's going to be a 10-lap heat race, a 35-lap feature as they are lined up on the track. It is the 12 of David Green, the 20 of Anthony Serchi, the 39 of Morgan Hoover, the 17 of J.D. Hicks, the 9 is Brad May, the 7 is Doug Elliott, and in the 24 it's Dalton Smith. That is how they are lined up for the heat race. When these guys get cranked up and going, they can really fly. And even the pace laps, you can tell that these cars are like raging bulls just waiting to be released. Coming around, it's going to be the 1 to go signal. Next time by, they're going to go green. All right, race fans, Daytona Dodge Pace Truck coming around to pull off the track. 7 super lates. David Green in the 12 is going to be leading them to the green flag. The green flag is out. We're racing. Side by side, down into turn number 1 they go. Green and Anthony Serchi running side by side of the lead. Serchi gets the lead off of 2. Here we go. Oh, loose car. But he keeps it up and going. That's the 17 of J.D. Hicks. Got loose off of 2, but he collects it and keeps going. Serchi right now showing the pace here at New Smyrna. Brad May currently gets the 3rd spot away from Morgan Hoover. Anthony Serchi right now setting a blistering pace here at the New Smyrna Speedway as we're 3 laps in the books for this heat race. Battle for 6th between Doug Elliott and J.D. Hicks. And Elliott is going to win the battle for 6th from Hicks. Meanwhile, out front it is still the number 20 MJS concrete car of Anthony Serchi. Doug Elliott battling Dalton Smith for 5th. Elliott's going to come off of 2 with the 5th spot. Next time by, it's going to be halfway. Right now, Rusty, the flagman, is currently getting that ready. Serchi comes down the front straightaway, still setting the pace. It is halfway here at New Smyrna Speedway. Right now, the final heat race of the night is currently being lined up on pit road. It is for the Bomber Division. A lot of changes in that Bomber Division between the off-season and now that we get to talk about. laps to go at New Smyrna Speedway. As Anthony Sergi is coming to the white flag. Nobody has an answer for him. Anthony Sergi almost catching up to the lap traffic here, but he's not going to be able to catch him. Coming down the front straightaway, checkered flag in the air. Anthony Sergi wins the Super Elite Moto Heat Race at the New Smyrna Speedway. All right, race fans, we are here for the final heat race of the night, and it is the Bomber Division. Right now, I'm going to call them as I see them, as they're rolling out for the pace laps. In the 52, that is John McCormick. In the 40, it's Chris Arroyo. The 32, that is Adam Burnett. In the 3, it's Shane Satoris. In the 5, it's Jarrett Farrell. There's the 07 of Mike. There's the 77 of John Delaney. Nate Holycross's number 74 car is not on the track right now, but also you have the 8 of Greg Bruce. You have the 25 of, let me look at my sheet here, Dan Webb. There's also a second 32 car out there, but I don't have that car on my sheet because he was a last-second entry. Green flag is out. We're racing. McCormick gets a great jump of that 52 car as they go down into 1. But there's that 25 car of Webb. Oh, way up high. That's Adam Burnett way up high on the track there. You know, right now, this Bomber Division is very wide open. But here comes Arroyo to the inside. Chris Arroyo wants the lead. He's not going to get it, though. Now, I think it should be very important to note one of the big changes in the Bomber Division from last year to this year, they changed the rules. Only cars allowed are 4-cylinder cars. This rule was changed over safety concerns due to having these little 4-bangers out here running with those big V8s that you saw last year. Oh, wow, we're having 3 wide racing. There's a car up towards the wall. It's Adam Burnett. Greg Bruce trying to make a charge to the front. There's great racing going on over the track. Look at this little group here in the back as they're trying to get around Satoris here. One car that's actually not out here on this track right now, I don't see him. Zach Curtis is out here. He should be out here in that 0 car, but I don't see him. You know, I was talking with Zach Curtis in the pits earlier. He told me that he finished putting that car together at 4:30 in the morning. Oh, in the wall. That's the 5 car. Oh, we have an accident in the Bomber feature. In the wall, hard off of 4, resting down on the front straightaway. That is the 5 of Jarrett Farrell. The 5 car got into the wall coming off of turn number 4. Just all the way down the front straightaway here. Hard hit. Let's see if he's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he's okay. Hard lick.
That car hit the wall every time. Concrete hit the tires along the side of the side of the
All right, so he is moving around in the car. He is okay. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Jarrett Farrell after that hard hit. He is okay, ladies and gentlemen. Getting out of that 5 car. So they're going to put it on the tow truck and tow it away. Wow, great to see he's okay. That was a hard hit he took. The back wheels, the back end of that car got up off the ground. So it's really good to see he's okay. The crowd is clapping. They love the fact that he's okay, and it's always great to see that. Right now it is still the 52 of McCormick up in the front with the 40 of Arroyo. The unknown 32, because like I said, he showed up late, so I don't have him on my lineup sheet. The 25 of Webb, the 07 of Scannell, the other 32 of Burnett. A lot of new names out here, and I'm trying to learn them all. And it's great to see a lot of new to see a lot of new names, a lot of new faces out here. I love seeing that. So I'll get everybody's name eventually. So right now, McCormick, the race leader, is choosing the outside line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told that next Saturday during intermission, we will have our Easter egg hunt for the kids. And that'll be starting at 11 and under.
So that 5 car is currently off on the tow truck. They're towing the 5 of Jarrett Farrell away as everyone's lined up, getting ready to go back racing to finish this heat race.
Big thank you to everything from the Florida Racing. It's great location every day to get things on.
Now, to anyone who is watching this race up in the New England area, September 21st and 22nd, it is the full throttle weekend at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The NASCAR Pinty Series will be competing in their first ever U.S. race. There's going to be a 250-lap modified race and much, much more. So September 21st and 22nd, the full throttle weekend of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. For anyone out there watching this video up in the New England states, check that out. So this time by, we're going to get the 1 to go signal, and we're going to go back to racing here. Now that 25 car of Dan Webb, that Saturn, that used to be Zach Curtis's number 63, but Curtis now has an Acura that he's running. Like I said, he's not out on the track right now, but he's in the pits, and we're hoping to see that 0 car in the feature when that comes at the end of the night tonight. So it's still McCormick, followed by Arroyo.
Pretty interesting 3 laps. There's a lot going on there. All right, you can see our Sportsman car getting ready and line.
First feature race of the night, the Sportsmen are running a double feature. So the Sportsman cars are getting lined up on pit road for that feature race. 2 25-lap features tonight for the Sportsmen. And the caution stays out. They're still cleaning up from that wreck from Farrell on the front straightaway. So the caution flag is remaining out. But the thing with Farrell and that wreck is the Bomber Division is very inexpensive to race. So you can easily find a car at a salvage lot. You can put together another car, just take all the glass out, put the roll cage in it. You can come out here and race 4-cylinder cars now this year. That's the rule. The cars have to be V4s. And you can put a bomber car together and come on out and race with us. We'd love to see you here. The 1 to go signal is coming out. We're going to go back to racing here in the first Bomber Heat Race. The first Bomber Heat Race of 2018.
With the 40 car, Chris Arroyo, who can pull up in double file. We have the red number 32. That car came in at about right at
Now that red 32 car, I still don't know who that is. That car came in after the opening ceremonies, but right now it's going to be the 52 of Adam McCormick, still leading everybody to the green as they come out of turn number 4. The green flag is out. We are back racing, and we're going to go 3 wide, and that red number 32 is going to get the lead. Look at the speed of that Civic, everybody. That car has speed right there. Great start for that fella. Arroyo's going to stay in second. Dan Webb is going to pull into third in the 25. And we're going to be halfway here in this feature as that red Honda is setting a blistering pace in the Bomber Division. I have never seen this before in a Bomber race. Right now, Michael Scannell making a little run to the front in that 07, sitting back there in fourth. Right now, here goes to the inside. McCormick trying to the inside of Arroyo. Battle for second. It's my bad, not McCormick. It's Dan Webb. Dan Webb is going to get second place from Chris Arroyo, but Arroyo in that Saturn Ion is going to stay up on the top as they go through 1 and 2. Great battle for second. Arroyo gets high. Arroyo hits the wall off of 2. Chris Arroyo bounces off the wall in turn 2, but keeps it going. Coming to the line. 2 laps to go. Arroyo's car is severely slowed. Here comes Greg Bruce now in the 8. Getting a great run on that 40. But up front, it's still the mystery driver. Racer X is still showing the way in that 32 car as he comes out of 3 and 4 to take the white flag. Here he comes to the white flag. Greg Bruce is going to take third away from Chris Arroyo. Like I said, the fella driving that red number 32 showed up after the opening ceremony, so he did not appear on the lineup sheet that I have, so I'm just going to call him Racer X. Here comes Racer X to the checker flag to win the Bomber heat race. And look at Chris Arroyo. The rear bumper is coming off of that 40 car. It is dragging as he goes down through 1 and 2. Now that is what I like to